What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of VFX Artist Reacts. I'm just kidding guys, it's render review. So I challenged you guys to create a 3D animation of the Nike Air Jordan 1 sneakers and you guys blew my mind. Today I'm going to be reviewing every single one of the submissions. Let's get right to it. This is really good. This actually works in a lot of ways, right? I'm going to be reviewing with 5 criteria. So concept, design style, animation, sound design, and marketing. So in terms of concept, I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5. I really like what it's trying to do here. It's actually a simple concept, right? The majority of the video was basically the rotation animation, but I just loved how he brought everything together. The rotating basketball, the different style of the shoe, the background changing, it really works. But when I think about how big of a scale this could be, right, the concept is not that compelling, even though it's very nice. It really works as a simple straight to the point video. Now in terms of design style, I'm also giving this a 3.5 because I actually like the design, right? I'm not giving it an average 2.5 because it's more than average, right? You can pause different frames and it actually looks good, right? When it comes to colors and composition, it actually works most of the time. You can see the yellow background and this particular design of the shoe, but there are sometimes it doesn't work as well. This looks very nice. I think I might give this a 4. Yeah, let's change that to a 4. I actually like, in terms of the design style, it actually worked, right? Yeah, it works. Let's give it a 4. In terms of animation, I'll give this a 2.5 because there's not much animation going on here. This person knows how to put a good video together. Like, the video is very catchy and entertaining, right? But in terms of animation, the coolest animation I can see here is the last shot where the shoe just floats up. Yeah, the sneakers floats up. That was actually cool. But the rest, in the beginning, I like the light thing. The light animation was very nice. But then the way the shoe came out was so weird and unrealistic. But then it actually worked in terms of like a simple video, right? You got the point across. In terms of sound design, I'm giving this a 4, right? Because first of all, I like the music. I like the vocals and the music. The music really works, right? In the beginning, in the intro where we have the lights thing, there were some sound effects for the light flickering. It actually works. Yeah, so I'm giving it a 4, even though there are some places where you could use sound effects, but he didn't. When you think about it, there's not a lot of opportunity to use sound effects here, since the majority of the video was basically rotating sneakers, right? So I'm giving it a 4 because the music is nice and because in the places where he could put sound effects, he actually put in the effort. Now in terms of marketing, I'm going to give this a 3.5. A 3.5 because it's good, but it's not great, but it's actually good. It gets the point of, we have various designs across without even saying anything, right? Just the only copy was be unique. So the sneakers comes out from the box. We show off different various styles, right? Various designs. Then we end it with be unique, right? Don't buy your basic red or black or white Air Jordans. Buy these unique ones. Yeah, you get the point across. Yeah, you get that specific point across. But is it really selling the product? Yeah, you're selling just a particular feature of the product, which is cool. It's cool for a short reel, but as an ad, as a commercial, it doesn't really hit. That's why I'm giving it 3.5. So thank you very much, King Cody, for participating in this challenge. I would like to see you in the next one. So guys, before we go further, I have a Discord community of 3D artists and animators like you and I. If you are interested in any of this, you can click the link to be a part of it. We'd love to have you. The second submission we have on our list is Wirex Designs. So let's take a look. I like this video. It's very simplistic, you know, get straight to the point. That's this very corporate look and feel to it. I like the exploded view of the sneakers. That works. That looks really cool. But he did it twice, which was weird. But I actually liked it. Yeah. So in terms of concept, I'm giving this a 3. I'm giving it a 3 because this is not Nike. This video is so not Nike, right? It doesn't carry the Nike brand, right? It looks more like a corporate pharmaceutical kind of vibe. So the concept is very flat in terms of a Nike video. So in terms of design style, I'm giving this a 2.5. Yeah, I'm giving it a 2.5 because most of the text were faded in with a white background and a blue text. That is so not energetic. And I mentioned it in the video. Let's make it an energetic video, right? An energetic style kind of commercial. But this does not carry that. But in terms of everything else, like the animation shots, yeah, it actually works. When you see the yellow sneakers with the yellow background, that was cool. But in other shots, it didn't just work, right? It just seemed very corporate, right? Which is not what we are looking for this challenge. So in terms of animation, I'm also giving this a 3 because yeah, the animation is very minimal. There's very little animation. Most of this video was covered with text. The major animation happening here would be the exploded view, right? Like I mentioned, that is the main thing I'm seeing here. And the part where you were showing the different colors, which was still basic animation. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm giving it a 2.5 for animation. There's nothing punchy about this animation. There's nothing that screams, I really took my time to animate this, right? I know you might not have had a lot of time to work on this, but yeah, I'm giving this a 2.5 for animation. For sound design, I'm giving this a 2 out of 5. First of all, because there was a lot of opportunities to use sound effects here and you did not, which could have made the video a lot more immersive. And secondly, because the corporate style combined with the music you use was not just it, man. It was not just it. This is not a Nike video. Like you could take out the Nike sneakers and just replace it with any very generic corporate product and it will just work, but it doesn't work for the Nike video. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 2. And finally, for marketing, I'm giving it a 3.5 because all the text basically just it's like you're reading an article about the entire product. Yeah, you show the different color options of the shoe, which a lot of people did, right? Different color options. What else? Most of the marketing material, most of the copy was translated as text, right? You were telling us instead of showing us. When you're making animations, it's better to find a way to show instead of telling, right? Show them if it has a soft cushion, show the soft cushion. If it's very stretchy, show that it's stretchy. Let the text just be an accent, right? It should accentuate what you're trying to show. The main thing shouldn't be the text, it should be the visuals, except it's a text animation. So yeah, thank you very much Wirex Design for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. The next submission on our list is from Horizon. Let's take a look.
My first 100 racks, I blew it by the rack.
Okay, I love this video so much. It's just a good video. I don't know how else to put it. It's just a very good video, right? Right? Take out the fact that it's an animation, take out the fact that it's a challenge. It's just a very good video. You can just enjoy it. And I love the music so much. The entire rap music, the entire hip-hop vibe is very Nike. I love it. So let's get right to it. In terms of concept, you played with motion graphic a lot, and I love that for it, and it really worked. Like you playing with motion graphics actually works for this specific project, and you use this in very clever ways. So I'm going to give you a 4 in terms of concept. Yeah, I really love a lot of things about this, man. It just works. Like you could see this as an ad on Instagram and you just believe that's a Nike ad, right? So that's a 4. Yeah, in terms of design style, this is a 4.5. It's a 4.5 straight up. Right, you can clearly tell there is a strong red theme. Like he's not trying to show off different colors and different designs. That's one thing I like about this video, right? Most people try to show the different colors, which is great, right? You're trying to show that off in your animation, but he just focused on this red design palette and he just went right into it and went deep into it, and it really worked for him. I like it. I really like it. Yeah, design style 4.5. Now animation, I'm also giving this I want to give the 4.5 because I really like what he's doing with the speed ramping. You know, the way the shoe is moving and rotating and speed ramping and slowing down, and also the way the motion graphic elements are also speed ramping with it is just blissful. I love it. But there were some points where you could have put more effort in the animation. For example, when we have these 3 sneakers together, you could have animated them individually instead of only animating the combination of all of them, if you know what I mean. Like the 3 sneakers as a whole is rotating. It would have been a little bit cooler if each of them were also rotating singularly. That would have been really nice. And same thing for the 2 sneakers thing. Yeah. But apart from that, it was really cool, man. I love all the background elements, the glowing lights. This is something you should really take inspiration from. I like it. It's really beautiful style. And in terms of marketing, how well do you sell the product? If we are talking about the entire experience, it gives a very good experience. You feel good about this video. It's very, you can't watch this video and feel sad. No, it's not Twitter, right? It's not the news. You watch this video and you feel excited, right? But in terms of actually selling the product, letting us know why we should buy it, I don't think you did a good job there. So I'm going to give this a, let's say I'm giving this a 2.5 in terms of that, in terms of marketing, right? Because it actually looks very nice. It's getting a 2.5 because it looks nice. Just it looking nice is enough reason for someone want to like check it out, for example, right? But it's not enough reason to want to buy, you get. So yeah, thank you very much, Horizon, for participating in this challenge. I'd love to see you in the next one. So our next submission is from Zaid. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered your name. Let's get into it. Wow. There is a lot going on here, and I really like this video. This video is very nice. Okay, first of all, in terms of concept, I'm giving this a 4.5 just because of how put together it is. We start from different, just went right into it, right? Different colors of the shoe. Yeah, and some of the transitions are so clever transitions. So in terms of concepts, even though this is just like a studio kind of look, I really like some of the concepts. Even the way it ends with the shoe sliding in, I really like some of the concepts. So I'm giving it a 4.5. You used very simple stuff, right? Simple scenes. There's nothing super complex about this, right? It's like simple, apart from this specific shots where everything is coming together. You use very simple shots, very I wouldn't say easy to do, but it's very clear, right? But you brought them together in a very clever way, so that's cool. So in terms of design style, that is where I have a problem with this. Some of the colors were just too punchy. It just made it hard to look at. I don't know if it's just me, but some of them it just looked very difficult to look at. Like this blue doesn't just work. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like the shades of the colors were weird at some point. Combining this blue with this orange is just the exact shade of colors didn't just work. But sometimes things actually worked, right? Another thing I noticed is motion blur. There was so much motion blur. At some point, it overshadowed the actual animation. I don't know if it's because the animation was too fast or it's some kind of settings in your render engine when you were rendering. I don't know, but the motion blur, especially in the beginning, so just like, what exactly am I looking at? Everything is so blurry, you get. Yeah, bro, after that it was really nice. So in terms of design style, I'm going to give this a 3. Yeah, in terms of animation, I'm giving this a 4. I'm giving this a 4 in animation. Yeah, I wanted to give this a 4.5 because the animation was actually super, like it was superb. This entire thing happening, then especially the second shot where the shoe just gets up and rotates, I really like it. That was really nice. Yeah, everything happening here, the transition here where the shoe just went to the side was very, very nice, very cool. So the animation was on point, and I told you in the beginning that the last shots where the shoe slides in, I really like it. Yeah, this is proper animation. This is someone that knows how animation works, right? How to actually move objects and you actually feel the weight of the objects. Yeah, that's very nice. But I didn't give it a 4.5 because there are some points where I think you just rush things. Like at this shot where the shoe was jumping out of the box, the sneakers were flying out. You could see that it was clipping at some points. right? Like, this is so weird, and I noticed it at the first watch. That was a problem, right? If it's something you don't notice the first 2-3 times you watch it, then there is no problem, but this was too obvious, right? It was just clipping, right? It's as if you didn't just care anymore, you just wanted it to fly out. But it really works, right? I would have given it a 4.5 if not because of this weird shots. So the animation was really good, so it gets a 4. Okay, I'm going to give this a 3.5 in terms of sound design, because there are some places you use some clever sound effects, especially the click, sparkle, tingle sound effects. But there are a lot of places where you could have used it, where the sneaker was stomping on the floor, where it was moving and flipping, and you didn't. But the music, I really like music. It works. The way it cuts to the music was superb. I really like that. But I'm giving it a 3.5. I'm giving it a 3.5 still. Now for marketing, I'm giving this a 4.5. Now imagine the rest being a 5, right? Imagine it having the best color palette. Imagine the animation being better. Imagine less motion blur and things just working perfectly. This video really sells the product, and I really like it. I really like it. Like, I can see finest leather, beautiful stuff. I can see the different color options. Colors, we got you. I like that. Yeah, and I like the clever copy in the end. Like, did you come up with this on your own? Are you kidding me? Nike, just buy it, then just do it. It's actually funny. I find it funny, and it was really nice. So 4.5 for marketing. Well done, well done, well done. So thank you very much for participating in the challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. Cheers. So the next submission on our list is from Off King. So let's take a look. Very nice, very nice. Let's do this quickly. I really like this video. Yeah, it's as if you just wanted to push the sneakers in our face, literally just zooming into the sneakers. Like, I really like it. So in terms of concept, I'm giving this 4. It looks very cool, right? You did some things with the box, you did some things with the different colors. Yeah, you did some things with call outs where you show different features of the product. That was very nice. So it was a cool concept. I knew you were trying to do something with this shot, but can't just figure out. Well, it looks nice. I like the last shot of the basketball rolling in. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, so in terms of concept, giving it a 4. In terms of design style, I'm giving this a 3.5 because there's some parts. This should get a 4 or 4.5, but there were some shots where it didn't just work. Most of the time it was working. Yeah, like this, like the green did not just work as the background of this shot. I don't know if it's a shade of the HDRI you use or something, but the green does not just work here. And this was way overexposed compared to like the rest of the shots, so this looked very weird. I really like this last shot. It's actually very cool. Yeah, 3.5. In terms of animation, this was actually very good. I'm giving this a 4.5. I don't think I see anything wrong with the animation here. I really like what you did with the light animation in the beginning, and it just ties in everything with the sound. I just like it. Yeah, it really works. So in terms of sound design, I'm giving this 4. There are some places you could have used more sound effects, right, to pull things together. When it comes to timing and the music, it actually slapped. So yeah, 4 for sound design. And finally for marketing, I'm giving this I'm also giving this a 4 because you really get the point across. It's very nice. Yeah, and it's a pretty dope video altogether, right? Starting from the tease in the beginning, the light tease, then the just do it, the Nike logo, then straight to it. Yeah. I like the shirt, the Air Jordan. Even though I don't like the brown, it doesn't just work for me. But this shirt having the sneakers could have been bigger here, but I really like the shirt. Yeah, the Air Jordan. So you show different colors and all that. Yeah, in terms of marketing, this really slaps. It actually works. So thank you very much, Off King, for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. Next on our list, we have Blaze Brands. Okay, I really like it. so many reasons. I really like this video. It's one of my favorite actually. From the beginning, the Nike logo, I love the logo animation right there. And straight to this shot. This was one of my favorite shots, you know, in the Nike store with the Nike box. I really love it. Very nice. In terms of concept, I'm giving this a 4, right? Just because I like the video so much, just in general. Now that I think about it, I'm giving this a 4.5. I actually like the concept. There's a lot going on for it. From the Nike store, there's the Nike environment. There is the bedroom environment. The last shot, there was the mountain environment where the sneakers broke the rocks. So a lot was going for it in terms of concept. I really like it. So in terms of design style, the visual design style, I'm giving this a 5. Yeah, you cannot see anything wrong with the design style here. Every single shot, it worked. Every single shot works. From the beginning, you could pause at any point and the frames would actually look good. Like, that's the way of checking. Can you pause a frame and put it on a wall and it will actually look good? And that was true for a lot of shots here. So well done, man. For animation, I'm giving this a 4.5 because it's very nice animations going on here. Even with the flexibility and comfortability, I really like it. I'm going to change that. Animation, I'm giving this a 4 instead of a 4.5 because of the last shots. Everything in terms of animation really worked. I really liked it. The way the shoes floated up, this entire floating up and the reverse effect was very nice. The rock effect was very nice. The breaking of the rock, I really love it. But my only problem was the last shot. Yeah, the animation there wasn't as tight, right? I like the shot, I like the scene, I like the bedroom vibe, you know. It's like a young man with a bunch of Nike sneakers and skateboards in his bedroom, something like that kind of vibe. But the way the sneakers came on the box wasn't well animated. Like, it came in well, but it started sliding close to the end, as you can see. Yeah, I like the way it came in like it was about to step. But when it got there, it just pretty much slid in, right? It could have been cool if you just made it artificial and it just slid in. And it could have been cool if you made it actually step on the box. But the animation looked kind of off there. Yeah, so that's it for animation. Now for sound design, I'm giving this a 4.5 in terms of sound design because the sound design is actually very good. It actually worked. It worked very well for this. You could see the points where it needed sound effects. Put in the sound effects. It could have been a 5, right? But then I didn't get a lot of ambient sound. I'm probably pushing it in terms of sound design, but there's a lot you can do with ambient sounds, right? If you're in a store, how does a store sound like? If everyone is quiet, how does the store sound like, right? Are there people talking in the background? Are there little things happening? How does the bedroom sound like, right? Those little details. But the rest, it worked. The music worked. So yeah, 4.5 for sound design. And then for marketing, I'm also giving this a 4.5, like pretty up there, right? Because it really works. Like, you get the point across in terms of the flexibility. We can see it's actually being flexible. We can see the variety of colors. You showed us like a couple colors: black, blue, green, red, orange. Yeah, we went straight to the point, from the box to the variety of colors to how flexible and comfortable it is. And then that was it, right? 4.5, really nice. So thank you very much, Blaze Brands. I really enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for participating in the challenge. I'd love to see you in the next one. Okay, the next person on our list is Made by Omkar. This was the winner of the previous challenge, so I'm excited to see what you do, bro. Like, bruh, try to give others a chance. What? This is really good, man. Like, you really know how to make a good video. That is an essential part of these things, right? You can know how to make animations. You can know how to like move the objects, animate it, create scenes, but putting everything together into a good video is something you really know how to do. And wow, this is very nice. Like I don't have anything bad to say about this. This looks like something I would do, and you could see the amount of effort you put into this. I don't know how much time it took, but this was really nice. In terms of concept, I'm giving this a 5. I'm giving this because a lot is happening. Like there's not just one thing happening here. It's going from like the entire studio vibe, dividing into layers, then from dividing into layers to the different colors, and the way you captured it is just made a lot of sense. And what made this really special was the rigging, right? You had I'm guessing you had a rigged character that's invisible right now doing all this, right? Which is very, very nice. Like it shows what the sneakers is capable of doing. So in terms of concept, I'm giving this a 5. In terms of visual design, I'm giving this a 5. I actually have no problem with this video. That's the problem. I have no problem with it, honestly. Like, who would have thought I would like brown? Like, I think one of the previous videos I saw brown and it didn't work. The brown used here really, really works. Like the red and brown actually works. I think you used very specific color palettes here and you didn't just choose random colors, because this brown and this reddish wine really, really brings out the beauty of the sneakers. So yeah, that's a 5. And in terms of animation, it's also a 5. It's also a 5. Like I'm trying hard to find something wrong with this video, honestly. I'm trying hard to find something wrong with it and it's not just coming, man. Like even to the little things, right? And in the end, where he was doing a moonwalk and there was a platform and the platform just went down to reveal the logo. Pretty clever, man. So yeah, 5 for animation, 5 for sound design, because I needed to listen to this only once for me to get how much effort I think you posted it in the community, the layers of sound design you had to do for this, and it actually brought it out, man. It brought it out. It really engages you, like your previous project, the PS5 controller. It really brings you into the video. Very nice. And in terms of marketing, you guys know what I'm about to say. You guys know what I'm about to say. It's a 5. It's a 5. It's just really good. The video is just a really good video, right? It just works, right? It's very coherent. You guys knew you could have done like 10 seconds animation, 15 seconds animation, 20 seconds, but you took it to the limit and you made the entire thing good. For you to make a 5-second animation good is not a problem, but to make a 30-second animation good, wow. Good job, man. Good job, man. Good job. This is a perfect score, in my opinion. Someone else might see it and say something else, but in my opinion, for this challenge, perfect score. Great job, man. I think in the next challenge, you should probably join me in judging these people. Like, what am I doing here? Thank you very much, bro, for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. Next on the list, we have Fikora. Let's take a look. Oh, he did this in a vertical format. Nice, nice, nice. No one actually did this. Oh, this is so cute. I like it. Like it's how do I put it? You could feel the amount of effort you put into it, right? And you could see how simple and clear it is. I really like it, and it's now vertical. Like it's giving this very Instagram reel vibe. Just peaceful video. There are a lot of things going on here. Let's break it down. So in terms of concept, I'm giving this a 4 because this guy took the time out to create different scenes for different situations, and the scenes blended with the style of the sneakers, with the colors of the sneakers. As you can see, the blue sneakers had a pool kind of vibe or ocean kind of vibe. There was a boat floating on it. The green sneakers had a green grass kind of vibe, even though it looked very stylized and low poly, but it actually works. It actually looks very nice. It looks cute. Okay, you started from a clay looking model. And then, why is that Nike logo up there? What's it doing there? Could have been in the middle. Then the red one had the lava. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Wow, I like the entire fog thing going on here, the smoke thing. In terms of concept, I love this. I'm not even gonna lie, I love this. Immediately I saw it, I was like, this is different, this is unique, and I like it. So 4 for concept. For visual design style, I'm giving this a 3.5. This can be considered as a commercial. It's more like social content, right, for Instagram. So a 3.5 for visual design style, because apart from the clay shots, the rest of the shots were very pretty. I'm sure you would agree with me. You could take any of these shots and make it your wallpaper and to look very nice. they're actually very, very cool looking. So in terms of animation, man, how can I grade this thing? The shoe wasn't even moving. But everything else was moving. The grass was moving, which I'm giving you props for that. The grass was moving, the water was moving, the smoke was moving, the lava was moving, but the product itself wasn't moving. It was more like an environment kind of project. I'm going to give it a 2.5, right? So halfway there, because the product wasn't moving, the product wasn't doing any kind of movement, right? The focus was mainly on the environment. So yeah, that is a 2.5 for animation. For sound design, I'm going to give this a 2, right? Because the music is so not Nike, right? It's not energetic by any means, and I don't think there's any sound design in terms of sound effects used here. And I think you could have done a lot in terms of sound effects. Where he was around water, use some flowing water sound effects. When it was around the grass, use some wind sound effects, some grass sound effects, some chirping bird sound effects. When it was around lava, use some kind of lava vibe. When it was around smoke, use some kind of smoky, windy kind of vibe. So you could have done a lot with sound effects. I think I'm giving this a 1 in terms of sound design. 1. Yeah, 1. So in terms of marketing, I'm giving this a 1 also. Yeah, even though the concept is bam, right? The concept is very nice, the environment, but this doesn't sell the shoe. This sells the environment. But it's very nice, very cute. I really feel like taking a screenshot of each of these and just displaying it. It's very nice. Yeah, thank you very much for participating in this challenge. I'd love to see you in the next one. I think you mentioned that this is probably your first animation ever, or this is the first time you're working on a project like this. So big up for that, because environment animation is actually very dope. So big up for that. I would love to see what you do in the next one. So just keep improving, guys. Be a part of the community. We are growing together. I'd love to see you in the next one. Next on our list is Yellow Motion. Let's see what he has for us. Music. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I love the concepts we are going for, right? There's a lot of things I would have changed in terms of the execution of it, but this is actually nice. Like, wow, big up, big up, big up. We're actually getting better. My favorite part was the transition from here, where the shoe drops, to where you rotate the camera. Very, very nice. No one saw that coming, for sure. Nobody saw that coming. Nah, that was very nice. Yeah, in terms of concept, I'm giving it a 3 very quickly. It's a very product studio kind of vibe, which is actually cool, right? It's actually very cool. It was grounded, then it started floating, then it dropped down. Yeah, it was a sweet and very straightforward concept. So 3. So in terms of visual style, I'm going to give this a 3.5 because I like the blue vibe. If you had stayed true with the blue vibe throughout, it would have been very cool. Like what someone did with the entire red color. If you could have stayed true with the blue vibe. Yeah, the blue works for the first couple shots. But when you start introducing other colors on top of blue, that's when you start looking weird, right? The style, in terms of composition, sweet. In terms of, like you can see, the clever composition you're doing from here to here, very nice. But I don't think this works. This 3D text, I don't think it works for this video. To me, it doesn't work, right? And the blinking colors, the text that were blinking different colors did not just work for me. Like those colors didn't feel like the yellow, for example, it feels out of place. Like look at this frame itself, it just feels like off color. If I take out the two texts from here, this frame will look a lot better, right? So I don't think the blue worked throughout the video, so that's why I'm giving it a 3.5. In terms of animation, I'm giving this a 3 because there is not much animation going on here. Basically, the entire premise of the video was the sneaker rising up from under, then flying into the air, then coming to the platform, and the entire rotation. So there was not like major animation going on here compared to like some other projects we have seen so far. So yeah, this is getting a 3. For sound design, I'll be giving a 4. Yeah, 1 because I like the music. It's a very hip music, very energetic music, which is something I mentioned. And 2, because you used some sound effect cleverly. And when you were flashing text all over the screen, flashing the logo, you also included some sound effects, so it carries it along. Doing these things without sound effect works, but it's not like a full experience compared with adding sound effects. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. Then in terms of marketing, I would give this, right at the top of my head, I would give this a 2, because you're not really selling the product, right? I have no reason to buy the product after watching this video. It doesn't get me excited about the product. There is a blue sneakers coming up, flying in the air and literally just landing. Then we see different colors of it, right? It's not enough reason to buy a product. This could be like content for Instagram, just to show the audience of Nike, the Nike audience, that, oh yeah, these are new colors of the sneakers. But it's not like a commercial, right? So yeah, that's why it's getting a 2. But thank you very much, Yellow Motion. Thank you very much for participating in the challenge. The next video is from Rob Dub. Let's check it out. Oh. This is actually very cool. This is actually very nice. This is giving me the vibe of a very short Instagram ad, like a 5-second Instagram commercial, just to get you to the point, right? It's very cool. It's actually really cool. Yeah, and it's short AF. I like the nice touch in the end with this stepping off. That was very clever. So this just shows you the sneakers and different colors of it, and then yeah, the logo. Very straight to the point. Okay, in terms of concept, I like the concept, but there is not a lot going on here. It's the cool thing about it is the last part, the last shot when it steps off. Yeah, so I'll give it a 2.5. In terms of design style, I don't think I have any criticism for that. When you make a very short animation, it'll be hard to criticize, right? Because it's easy to get away with stuff. It's really short, yeah. So I'll give it a 3.5. Right? I do not hate the design style. You can clearly see each sneakers, you can clearly see the color of it. So yeah, 3.5. In terms of animation, I give it a 2. I'm giving it a 2 because the only animation happening here of the product would be the stepping off animation, where the sneaker steps off, which is actually very clever, but that is like the only thing going on. It steps on, then it steps off. I think the rest of the animation is the camera animation, right? So the camera is revolving around the product, punching in. How did you do that punching stuff? It was very jarring, like really got my attention like this. So it steps on, rotates around the product, and steps off. Yeah, cool stuff. But I'm giving it a 2 for animation. For sound design, I'm giving it a 3 because sound actually works. The music actually worked. Even though you don't have a lot of opportunity to put in sound effects here, but this music actually works with the video. So yeah, I'm giving it a 3. I'm going to give this a 2 for marketing, right? I first thought of giving it a 1 because it's not really, in quotes, selling the product. But when I thought about it, you could actually use this as an Instagram ad. Just go straight to the point. Hey, check out this product. I'm not telling you anything about the product. It's just cool. Take a look at it, right? But it doesn't really sell the product. I don't think so. So I'm giving it a 2. Thank you very much, Rob Dove, for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. The next submission on our list is CG Saleh. Let's take a look. Very nice, very nice. I like this. I like the entire basketball environment. Can you imagine when I was making this challenge, when I was announcing that it's going to be an Air Jordan 1, I didn't really think about Nike being connected to basketball, even though it's clearly an Air Jordan sneakers. But yeah, I saw a lot of basketball in the submission. I was like, what are basketballs doing here? And I remember it's an AJ1. It's literally a Michael Jordan sneaker. Anyway, I like the vibe of the basketball court. That really works. Even though at some point you cut away from the basketball court to a bouncy platform, cut away to some other place. But I really like the basketball feature. It's actually really cool. So I'm going to give this a 4. And also because of the entire stepping, comfy step thing, I'm going to give this a 4. Yeah, this is a 4 in terms of concept. In terms of design style, I'm going to give this a 4. Yeah, it's actually very good design. Like in terms of visual style, just looking at the composition, looking at the colors and all that, the camera motion is actually really cool. Yeah, I'm giving this a 4. In terms of animation, this is where I have a problem with this video. Most of the animations just took me out of the video. Like I was reminded that I was watching something, right? When your viewers are watching your work, you should feel like you're taking them through a journey. They are being transported, even if it's just for 15 seconds or 30 seconds. That time they are spending it with you. You are transporting them through your animations. I did not feel like that when I was watching this, because there's a lot of times I was caught away from the entire experience, right? For example, the first shot started with the shoe on the box, then it levitates. I'm like, cool, nice. The camera is shaking, intense. It's very, very intense. Then we cut, it jump cuts to a wide angle, right? Then it's, the shoe keeps floating, then it divides into layers. I'm like, cool, okay, I'm seeing different layers. Then out of the blue, it literally just cut. Like it literally just cut out of nowhere to a totally different shot. That didn't just work well for me. What I would have done differently probably is to cut before the shoe lands on the box, right? So it's still in transition. And then when I'm going to the next shot, cut when the box is already opening up, right? So it feels like it's a continuing motion. The shoe is about to come down, you cut, box is about to open, so it feels like a continuous motion. Right now, it just felt weird watching the entire motion complete. For example, the shoe is coming down and it lands, boom, and then we are looking at the shoe on the box. Then we cut to the different shots, and then the box starts floating up. Like there was like a continuity problem here, right? So it's like watching two different videos. Then the shoe comes out from the box. This was actually cool, right? From here, if you just cut from the shoe coming down to this, that might have worked. Now the shoe comes down and goes right into a stepping pose. Yeah, like this was actually really cool. This was part of the concept that I really liked. Yeah, I don't know how you did the entire wobbly thing, but it actually looks nice. I wonder why the platform was already wobbly before you stepped on it. It was already bubbling up. Yeah, even before you stepped on it. That is weird. Probably something with the animation or simulation. But it actually looks cool. Then this part, I think there's a problem with the interpolation, because this shot just started from slow. It started slow. It should just cut to the action, right? Like what is happening here? We can't go from a very energetic stepping on a platform and it's bouncing to a very slow. Like I actually thought it was a static shot. You could have made your interpolation linear, right? So you could just cut to a linear interpolation. So when we go from previous shots, things are in motion, next shot, things are in motion, right? Just take a look at Made by Omkar. He really used that principle. Things were just happening back to back. There was no time for you to calm down and really take in what's happening. They were just happening. So yeah, for animation, I'm giving this a 2. Even though this is actually a cool video, very cool video, yeah. But for in terms of animation, 3D animation, it's getting a 2 from me. In terms of sound design, I'm giving this a 3. I don't even know how to describe why I'm giving it a 3, but I don't know how to put it. This is something about sound, right? It's hard to describe. I wasn't feeling it, right? Even though it was intense, I could feel the intensity, but probably the fact that you were just cutting at all times was taking me out of the experience. So I would have given this a 4, but the sound wasn't really working for me. Yeah, so that's a 3 for it. And also for marketing, I'm giving this a 3. I think the biggest thing you try to show you here is how comfortable it is and how it feels like you are bouncing when you're working with it. So yeah, that's actually fresh. I think that's the only thing that you were selling here, which is the main part of the animation. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that you didn't have enough time to execute on all your ideas. But this is actually cool. Well done. Thank you very much for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. The next submission we have on our list is Drew Desk. I really like this one. This one has a special place in my heart. Yeah, okay, right out the gate, right, for concept, I'm giving this a 5 because what the hell. Just came out with the Black Panther shoes. Yeah, that actually worked, right? I was not expecting to see this. And it was actually clever. The entire Black Panther / Nike thing is something that you might see and think, oh, this might actually be true. So in terms of concept, I'll give it a 5. It's actually a very cool concept. Even though there's a lot that you could have done with this, like I was expecting some crazy action sequence with this, but yeah, I'm giving it a 5 for concept. For design style, I'm going to give this a 4. It's actually very nice, right? It actually works. You can clearly see the accent color of yellow, right? You can clearly see a black, white, yellow color palette here, and it actually works. The yellow lighting on the Black Panther actually really works. Yellow lighting as a backlight actually worked. Yeah, the lighting in general was kind of funky at some point. Like you can see here, we were literally seeing the lights at a specific point. We were literally seeing the lights, which was absolutely weird. I like where you were going with this, right? In terms of animation, I'm giving this a 2.5. Yeah, it's a pretty normal animation, right? We are doing very similar camera motions. We did very similar camera motions repeatedly. Rotation around the shoe, rotation around the shoe, and then dropping it. Yeah, this was my favorite part. Like this shot could actually be used as a wallpaper or something. The lighting is actually very dope here. The back lighting with the yellow lights, very dope. Yeah, I like this shot. But for the rest of it, the animation was pretty basic, right? I didn't see anything special apart from the wrapping action, right? Wrapping this around the shoe. If you wrap the logo instead, it would have made more sense. Like you are concluding the making of the shoe with the logo. But that part of the shoe you wrapped around was very weird. Yeah, but it looked cool, right? If you did that for every single part of the shoe, it would have looked a lot better. Yeah, but I like it still, right? So 2.5 for animation. In terms of sound design, I'll give this 3.5. Yeah, I was struggling between 3.5 and 4. I actually like it, right? It's better than average because it's a trailer kind of music, right? It's a trailer vibe. It's like saying, hey, here's a trailer for the new shoes, but not the new movie, right? This is the new shoes, Black Panther shoes. So yeah, a 3.5. Now in terms of marketing, I don't know how to play this one. In terms of marketing, I'll give this a 2 in terms of marketing, because like there is one clear message here and you actually put it out. Like it's a noiseless, soundless design, right? Black Panther Nike shoes. But we didn't see that. You told us that. Why you showed us something else, right? You showed us how Black Panther-y it is by showing us some Black Panther looking cool stuff, right? But it didn't show us what makes this sneakers the world first soundless shoe. It didn't show us why. It didn't show us how. We didn't see anything about that, right? We saw the shoe stomp on a rock and it shook the entire camera, right? That does not feel soundless and noiseless to me. I could have done something where we would expect noise, but everything was silent. But anyways, thank you very much for participating in this challenge. I would love to see you in the next one. So the next submission on our list is from Isaac 3D Animation. Let's check it out. This is actually very nice, but why is the music so loud? Jesus Christ, why is it so loud? Yeah, this is actually really nice. One thing that immediately got me nervous was the fact that you showed the Nike logo, then you showed the Air Jordan logo in a separate frame, then you showed the Air Jordan logo again. Like, I was tired of seeing logos at that point. But yeah, let's get straight to it. Concept wise, I'm going to give this a 3.5. Yeah, I like the entire environment. I like the smooth camera motion happening. I like a lot of the cool slow animation. I like the entire animated text, right? The bouncy energetic text. I like it. I like what's going on with the shoes right here. Like a lot of cool things are happening, right? You know, scratch that. I'm giving it a 4 for concept. I really like it. This is giving me Apple commercial vibe, like an Apple 3D video kind of vibe. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, in terms of design style, I'm also giving this a 4 because I actually like the style. This looks like something I would make too, right? It's a dark background, playing with the actual product, playing with text. This is something I do a lot. Having a dedicated screen for the text, very nice. The only shots that I had a problem with was the last one. Like, why did you go out of the entire space? You were already in this dark, cool vibe. Then you went into this plain looking space out of nowhere. It was very weird. But apart from that, everything was very coherent in terms of design style, right? The colors, composition, all that. So that's a 4. In terms of animation, I'm going to give this a 4. This is actually very nice. It's actually very nicely animated. The slow camera movements, they work. They were interpolated correctly. Yeah, they actually worked. The movement of the product very slowly. It really giving me this Apple trailer kind of vibe, like the launch of the iPhone 8, the launch of the iPhone X, those commercials that Apple made back then. It's giving me that vibe. I really love some of these animations. They're actually very slick. Yeah, that's a 4. For sound design, I'm going to give this a 3.5. I like the music, even though it was very loud. I like the music so much. It's very punchy, very energetic. It carries the entire video. Even though the video was going in a very slow, cinematic way, the music was giving it that fine balance, which actually worked for some reason. Yeah, it worked. It really worked. Yeah, 3.5 for music. Even though I didn't see like major sound design happening here, but the music was actually slapping. So yeah, this was my favorite shots. Just so you know, yeah. The clapping of the shoes. Pow, very nice. Now, admittedly, I've watched this thing like 3 times and God knows I didn't read any of the text for some reason. Now let me read the text. Okay, in terms of marketing, I'm going to give this a 3. It seems like you were just bringing generic marketing words from the sky and just dropping it there. Like, hey, iconic, breathtaking. Yeah, just dropping a lot of marketing words to show people that, hey, this is a good shoe. Bite. I'm forcing it down your throat. You must bite. Yeah, it's actually very cool. It's actually a cool video, right? It's an animation that you should be proud of. So yeah, marketing, I'm going to give it a 3. So thank you very much for participating in this challenge. Nice work. The final submission on our list today is from Hybe Shot This. Let's check it out. This is actually very nice. This is actually very nice. This is the second vertical video we're getting. I like that we're getting different. Yeah, first of all, I'm just going to say the visual design style is going to be the perfect score because it really ran with the orange white look and it really worked. Yeah, so in terms of concept, I'm going to give this a 3.5. I like where you were going with it. The entire basketball scene, the entire plain background scene, it looked very nice. Things were just happening, right? Things were just happening. It was a crazy journey. It's like a crazy lucid dream, right? Yeah, I really like the concept. In terms of visual design style, yeah, that's a 5. Perfect score. I just like how clean it looks. Like this could absolutely be a frame used as my background. Yeah, so in terms of animation, I don't think there's anything majorly wrong with the animation here. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing too special about it. Yeah, a 4 for animation. So in terms of sound design, I'm going to give this a 3. I like the music. It's very marketing-ish, if there's a word like that. It's very generic marketing video kind of music, right? And it worked, and the cuts were working with the music. It actually works, right? But it didn't really pull me in. Like there were no sound effects to pull me in and all that. But yeah, the music actually works. And finally, in terms of marketing, I'm going to give this a 3, right? This was more pushing the brand than pushing the actual product, right? It was more showing how energetic the brand is, showing the craziness of it all, showing things like don't give up, just do it, faster moves, no limits. That is like Nike branding stuff, right? To push the Nike brand, but it wasn't really full on communicating why the shoe is important, why it looks nice, what makes it special, why we should even care, right? But it's actually really cool, and that's what he did, and I actually love a lot of the shots. So Nice work, man. Wow, guys, that was a lot. That was intense. That was crazy. A big thanks to everyone that participated in this challenge. It was really exciting to see what you came up with. The point of all this is to provide an opportunity for you to challenge yourself and then to get feedback on things you could improve on. Congratulations to Made by Omkar for taking this home again for the second time. Make sure you join my Discord community so you don't miss out on the next one. The link is in the description. I appreciate everyone for their efforts and their inputs, and I would love to see you in the next one.